Welcome back. We are joined by Chance's Casino in the kitchen right now. We have Chef Ryan Donnelly and Bryce Herman joining us. It's great to have you guys back on the show.
Great to be here.
Yeah, thank you. It's always good to have you guys here. How was your Christmas and New Year's, first of all?
Really good.
Really good. Busy?
Yeah. Busy. Were you working a lot of the time?
Not too bad, actually.
Good.
Not too bad.
Good.
Lots of time with the family and kids.
That's
and stuff,
good.
So, yeah.
That's good.
How about you? Did you get a little time, family time?
I did get a little family time. I stayed in Kamloops. I know I do have a lot of family in Victoria, but it was the Kamloops year. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice. We saw some nice flurries on Christmas Eve here even. It was
Yeah.
quite a nice season.
Yeah.
But New Year begins, and we're trying something delicious today that's off the menu. It's an Asian salmon.
Yes, so we take our salmon, and people may object this, but we use a farmed Atlantic salmon. I believe in its sustainability, and that reasons why we use it. So we take it, we marinate it anywhere from 8 hours to 24 hours. It's marinated with equal parts soy, maple syrup, and sesame oil. Try and use a really good maple syrup. Anything artificial, you find that's got a really funny taste to it if it marinates that long.
Sure.
And then it's got some ground up ginger, garlic, cilantro, and lemongrass. So it's got some really nice flavors. It doesn't take long to sit. The longer it sits, the more it candies. If you let it candy that long, over 24 hours, you can actually just kind of cut it up and eat it raw, just like sushi that way.
Right, okay.
So we've had it. It's just marinated here.
And are you putting it on this in the pan?
Yeah, so we're just baking it because it has lots of sugars in it with all the maple syrup and soy.
Okay.
So it's kind of a good prep dish, easy to do that way. Get it all set. I just put on a bit of parchment paper, and we're going to throw it in the oven for about 7-8 minutes.
Okay.
Around 350 to 400 degrees. Just nice and easy. It's, like I said, do all the work ahead of time, especially for entertaining and stuff. It's a bit simple dish to make that way.
Is this a new dish for the new year, or?
No, we put on the menu when we did the last change in November.
Yep.
So it's been doing well. We find that most people come to Chances like meat more than seafood, but it does move quite well. And it's just a nice way of salmon. It kind of takes that fattiness out of it.
Absolutely.
Well, and at this time of the year, it's probably a good time. I mean, we were just talking off air that you've just decided no more sugar and, you know, all those great resolutions that happen. And a lot of people change their eating habits as we come into the new year. So January, we find there's a few more salads going off the menu.
Totally.
You know, salmon is a great option.
It really is, full of protein and good for
and it's
you.
lighter. You know, it's a little bit lighter. And I
Yes.
know, I know that even in our home, we're eating more fish right now. It just seems to be, you know, midwinter, nice break, something light, a bit of a change. We've been, you know, turkeyed out. I'm done. I do not need any more poultry. I'm good on poultry. So I'm back to salmon and other fish.
So how are things at Chances right now? What are you guys up to?
We've got a number of things going on. Probably a couple of things we should tell you about. In February, of course, Valentine's Day coming, so not that far off. And so the Wednesday night, we'll be doing a 3-course meal for $40. That'll be paired up with a beverage as well. So there will be an alcoholic beverage included in that. But it's a full 3-course and for $40. So great value there for people to come and join us. And of course, the other thing that's coming up that's really you know, exciting for us is our anniversary gala, which is coming up on St. Patrick's Day on March 17th. Chance for people to win a Kia Soul. All they have to do is come in and swipe their on-car rewards card twice a day in the AM and the PM, and that automatically creates a virtual ballot for them. So they don't even have to do any spend. They literally can just come in and do a swipe twice a day. It's loading your electronic ballots, and some lucky individual on our gala night at 8 o'clock is going to be driving away with a brand new Kia Soul.
That's a lot of fun. That's great.
So yeah.
And what is the anniversary mark and how many years?
This one will be our 14th.
Really?
So,
that's very good.
So yeah, so it's amazing. I mean, the time is flowing by.
Yes.
I was involved in the very beginning when we were in construction phase and just going through all of the, you know, process of getting all our zoning and everything else, and all of a sudden, blink, you look over your shoulder, and you know, a decade and a half has disappeared.
I know. This tends to happen as we get older, doesn't it? It's quite alarming.
I don't want to talk about that age thing because
there
was another year that went by last year.
I know. Anyhow, so are we going to do the beauty of television and pull the salmon out?
Betcha we are.
Look at that. It's been 7 minutes already.
It's been 7 minutes.
Something?
It's amazing how time flies when we're having fun.
When Bryce is talking, it's always like time flies.
Well, people would like it if it you know, traveled quicker, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Thanks very much for that.
You're welcome, Bryce.
That's good.
So this is, again, keeping in the spirit of the season and keeping it light and healthy. We just got basically some steamed rice that I've just kind of reheated here. Nice little portion of that. Well, maybe a bit more than a nice portion.
Well, we are going to do a little sampling as
Oh, of
well,
course we
right?
are.
Sampling's okay.
Sampling is good.
Sure is. It's almost-
And then just some seasonal type veg here. So I just got a little, keeping it Asian, little bok choy. And again, we just kind of keep the vegetables nice and light. Quick little steam on them.
Bok choy is a great thing for a little stir fry or something like this. You know, I never
Yes.
buy it. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Do you?
Oh, yeah, I do. I really
should be.
enjoy, and probably the reason for me is that I do really enjoy Asian flavors. So, you know, anytime I can get sesame and garlic and ginger infused in anything,
Sure.
I'm loving it.
there.
And, you know, stir fries that are done that way,
know.
you know, little soy, that, you know, added along, and then some bok choy.
Yes.
It goes very well. So.
Yes, yeah, something
So,
to think
yeah,
about for the next trip
absolutely.
to the grocery store for sure. And we're plating the salmon. That looks absolutely delicious.
So let's just glaze with our house ginger hoisin, which we've used here a couple times.
Yes, and really it's a 7-minute situation.
Yeah, 7 to 8 minutes. It is quite quick. You know, basically all you're doing is heating it through. Essentially, all the curing process is cooked it for that,
Sure.
all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
So you're just basically getting it hot enough that you want to enjoy it.
Yeah, you were saying that if you leave it too long, it becomes
If you leave it in the marinade too long, it becomes candied. So you get
Right.
that like jelliness to it and whatnot. But again, that's if you ever have candied salmon
Yeah.
from First Nations
Yeah.
stuff. It's that kind of idea with
which is delicious as well.
Yes.
But in this particular instance, that's what your outcome is supposed
Yeah.
to be.
And that's just a little bit of extra ginger hoisin around the end there for tasting.
Yes, and then you guys would pair it with. I see that you brought something, a white.
We're suggesting DDA, who is our sommelier at the Barside Lounge and Grill, really felt that this was going to be a great pairing, and I would agree with him. You know, it's a Gewürztraminer. It's one of the ones off our menu. It's a Sumac Ridge. This is a really nice wine. It's got lots of fruit forward. It's a little bit on the sweet side as far as most flavor profiles go. It's not that it's super sweet, but because it's so fruit forward, you're really picking up a lot of those. This is a great wine in our region. It's a cool growing climate, so Gewürztraminers work really well. So,
I love Gewürz.
So this is a really nice wine. It's fresh, crisp. You're going to get a little green apple off of this.
Delightful.
Yeah, well, I believe there's some lemongrass as well, so lots of good citrus notes to really highlight that combination with
That
Asian
is
flavors.
lovely.
Yeah. So that goes well even without the salmon, I might say.
Yes. Don't even need
Yes,
the
it does.
salmon.
This could be hot tub wine.
It is definitely
This
a hot
could
tub
be.
wine.
This is definitely a hot
I think
tub
it's anytime wine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling it. We have about 30 seconds, so let's give this a
All
little
right.
try, see what we
Let's
got
get
going
in here.
on. That's right. I'm
All
going to
right.
take a very small
You go
piece
ahead.
so I
You
can
go ahead,
talk.
because there might be a little sugar in there, and I know you're going sugar-free.
That's
so,
all right.
Yeah. So we need to put a little dent in that for you.
Boy, is that good.
It's very nice. Eh?
Some nice flavors in the sauce. Delightful. Very good. Excellent. So this is on the menu for the time being, for a while, right?
Yep.
If you're interested in making a reservation, if you like to check things out online, you can certainly do that. Bryce is going to drink the wine, but he's going to say goodbye like this.
I'm going to say goodbye. I can do that.
We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.